edition. We got Mr. Vandy Baseball Chris himself, and we got my good buddy, the UK fan, Mr. Michael Spencer. And I'm going to be your host tonight, Dustin Gregg, volunteer fan over here. Boys, it is split down the middle. It is the ACC versus the SEC. Did anybody see this coming at the beginning of the season? Chris?
Truthfully, I did not.
Yeah.
I thought there might be 2 or 3 teams from the SEC capable of getting there. I thought maybe 1 or 2 from the ACC. But I thought it was going to be more wide open than what it's gotten to be this year.
Yeah.
And I'm actually surprised how it turned out.
Yeah, I mean, same here. I'm really surprised at teams like UCLA, Oregon. I'm really surprised at teams like that from the West Coast didn't make it in. I mean, we didn't even have any Big 12 teams make it in. So it's just crazy to me. This is pretty much like an SEC, ACC invitational, kind of something at the beginning of the season. And, we're down to the final 8. Chris, what is your favorite matchup going into the first games, if you wouldn't mind me asking?
I think my favorite 2 matchups are Tennessee and Florida State.
Come on, Chris, man. Come on, man. Put some love on Kentucky, dude. Come on, stop playing, Chris. See, Chris, you play too much, man.
See, you took the words out of my mouth. I am actually looking forward to see Kentucky play in Omaha. First trip there.
Yeah.
But your style fits the ballpark really, really well.
Man, Chris, that's love, dude. I tell you, Chris, sometimes you make this brother a little emotional sometimes. You know that? You really do, man. so I appreciate it. Thank you. So you guys know I'm not a big baseball guy. I'm not sure why. Is you guys' audio coming in and out?
No, I can hear you guys good.
Okay. Mine seems to be coming in and out.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Every time I have somebody on, it tends my things just tend to break down. But I'm not a big baseball guy. But I tell you what, I told Chris when Kentucky found that they was playing Oregon State, Chris made the comment of watch out for Oregon State. Oregon State's coming on the business trip. And I told Chris, I said, that's fine. I use the business trip model all the time with basketball and football. I said, but the baseball with how our baseball team is, like, they're not necessarily like, let's get our game face on. They're more of a, just like Chris just mentioned as well before, they're more of a team who is really, let's just have fun with it and let's just see what happens.
Well, you remember what year was it, Chris? Oregon State knocked Tennessee out in the Super Regionals. Was it last season? No, was it last season, 2023, in the Supers?
No,
I remember one season. Tennessee got knocked out by Oregon State.
Notre Dame knocked you out.
Okay, then what? Why am I recalling Oregon State and Tennessee getting knocked out by Oregon State? Why am I recalling
that might have been the early 2000s when Oregon State won a couple World Series.
It's possible. And they played, it is possible.
Right, because Tennessee made it there like in 2002 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that could be what you remember.
I've literally been working since 5:30 a.m. this morning. So, I just got home. I hate Tampa traffic. It's terrible. It's so bad. So excuse me for my brain. So I do apologize.
Okay. Hey, Dustin. Hey, can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Yeah.
So guys, if you're just joining, this is my second to none group. This is who we will be covering football this year for the SEC. We're looking forward to getting started. We're just trying to get back up and running. Dustin hit us up and says, hey, man, we got 4 SEC teams in the World Series. So let's go do a show. So that's why we're on tonight. Usually you guys know that I don't go live on Wednesday nights, but they said let's go live. Let's put our name back out there for second to none. So we're on YouTube as well, too. We're also on Facebook. If you guys want to go follow us or give us a subscribe on YouTube as well, too. But, yeah, this is what we're doing tonight. I'm gonna be taking down the second to none name just so you can see us more clearly. But I just want you guys to know that this is about the SEC in the College World Series tonight. So, Dustin, my fault for interrupting you. It's
No
all
worries.
yours, big guy.
Oh, no worries. No, so I want to address this comment that just popped up a second ago. A Kentucky fan says if we play Tennessee, we get the dub. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I would not be so sure. You guys got us in the regular season. Who wound up winning the SEC tournament? Who tied for the SEC with Kentucky? That would be Tennessee. Who's hit the most home runs in the season? That would be Tennessee. Now, their pitching is suspect. But don't be so sure that you're going to get the dub if Tennessee and Kentucky finally match up in Omaha. This is your first trip here. You have no idea what this is like.
So let me throw a dagger out here.
Go for it.
Didn't the Ugly Orange take that nice leisure drive up into Lexington, up Interstate 75?
I told you.
Drive up into Lexington.
I told you.
And
Kentucky
win 2 out of 3 games.
Team, I was going to say that Kentucky was the only team that that beat us 2 games in a row this season.
They didn't beat you, though. You won 2 out of 3 against Kentucky.
Yeah, you guys won the series.
Season?
Yeah.
Dude,
you guys won
the
series.
Okay. Never mind.
Now they did make it interesting in game 3.
Yeah.
But they just didn't have enough offensive firepower to stay with them.
I love to wish my love. Well, happy anniversary, y'all. That's awesome.
Yeah. So one thing that I do on my show, guys, and you guys can send me a don't do this again note if you want to. I like to give shout outs to the guys who come on the show who have birthdays, who have anniversaries. So as you can see, these guys are pretty much continuing what we do on my show. But hey, Gary,
hey, welcome in.
Hey Gary, hey, congratulations to you, man. Thanks for watching in. If you can send me your wife's name, so make sure that we give her a shout out too as well. Christy, happy anniversary to you as well. So I appreciate that. And yeah, let's go. sorry, Dustin. My apologies.
Hey, no worries.
Don't
Jeff,
hate me, okay?
Can I say Jeff? First of all, spell your name right. Second of all, at the end of the day, I've literally been working since 5:30, so my fault. I literally just walked through the door like 15, 20 minutes ago. So give me a break, all right? I thought Kentucky got us during the regular season.
No.
So,
anyway, that was a good compliment, though. Appreciate that, though. But unfortunately, Tennessee got us.
So, but don't be so sure Kentucky will get the dub if you meet us in Omaha.
Yeah.
Don't be so sure.
Yeah.
No, so the thing about this is your first time tuning in to Second to None. This is a lot more of what goes on Second to None. We don't care. We don't care. We literally have hatred towards each other's teams.
Yeah,
I can't stand Vanderbilt. I sure can't stand Florida. Y'all know that. Florida is my hated team.
Yeah.
So come with facts before you talk. Hey, come on.
It's going to be a good
buddy.
show,
Let's
dog.
go.
It's going to be a good show.
I'm going to start arguing with a Kentucky fan. That ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new.
No. So, once again, this is our Second to None show. I'm going to take this down so they can see who they talking to. Dustin, okay?
I don't care. Come on at me. Come on, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.
There you go. So we in there. So
you know what? Just for that, y'all got to see your daddy's colors.
So
your daddy in basketball, your daddy in football, and your daddy in baseball.
So we got a 50. So the SEC has a 50-50 chance of winning the College World Series.
They do.
Chris, I know that you are a big advocate of small schools. Will you be upset if an SEC team actually wins the College World Series?
No, because the best baseball in America is played in the SEC.
It really is.
I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah. This is this is the first time I heard you say anything positive about the SEC winning it all. You know what? Somebody copy this down and record it because this is good.
So, Mike, I'm going to put you on the spot right here.
Please don't. Yeah.
And I'm putting Big Blue Nation on the spot right here.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Sorry to interrupt. Pantone 151C is the most beautiful color in all of college football. Don't be a hater.
So, if your Batcats get out to Omaha and they lay an egg and they lose to North Carolina State, we are disowning Kentucky and kicking them straight up out the SEC.
Hold on. At least Kentucky made it to Omaha, Chris. Yeah. At least they made it to Omaha. Don't give me this. Don't give me this that Vandy won 2 seasons in a row, the national championship. I understand it's really hard.
No,
but this is 2024, sir.
Yeah.
This is 2024.
Okay, let me remind you, in 2021, there was an incident at the College World Series that involved a specific team that Kentucky just happens to play in the first round.
Okay.
And as much as I hate the University of Tennessee, I hate the North Carolina State Wolfpack just as much.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, come on, Batcats.
So if you guys get out there, well, we got to the bracket championship game against North Carolina State. Yeah. When they went out there, they had 9 players test positive for COVID, and the NCAA sent them home. So North Carolina State, to this day, blames Vanderbilt for them getting kicked out of the World Series. Now, had your players obeyed the rules and stayed in their dead-gum hotel and not got COVID, they probably would have beaten us. But they didn't. It's not our fault your team went out and got COVID. So stop blaming us. In Kentucky, if you don't beat them, you're disowned and kicked out of the SEC.
Come on.
It all rests on you, sir.
All right. Okay. I have to address these couple comments. UT has the worst fans. Yes, we do. We can have a 4-6 football team, and we're still thinking that we're the best team in the whole nation. We have hatred towards every other SEC school. Big Baby Vols. Did you see Will Levis crying on the sideline whenever Tennessee whooped up onions? Come on, buddy. Mayonnaise boy, banana boy, whatever you want to call him. That was your superstar. What is he doing now? Not much. And I tell you, he had the hardest time ever trying to get a hold of Tennessee. Kentucky fans, I love you guys, but we're still your daddy at the end of the day. We're still your daddy in all major sports. We're even your daddy now in basketball. I thought you guys were the basketball school of the SEC. What happened?
Man, dude. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? I don't know this guy. I just met him 2 seconds ago, and he just said,
whatever.
Hey, man. He said, can I just jump on the show with you? So
balls aren't relevant. Balls aren't relevant. I love it because when has Kentucky ever been relevant?
So this is
man. I was trying to come on here, talk a little baseball, have a good night, and then these Kentucky fans, they wanted to start on me.
Yeah,
they wanted to start on me.
Okay, so let me shut this Kentucky hatred for Tennessee down real quick.
Okay.
Tennessee is number 20 in the nation in batting average at .310. Kentucky's not even in the top 100. If you think you got enough offensive firepower to beat Tennessee, you're dreaming.
Hey, you know what? Any given day, any given team can win a ball game. You know, we can look at the stats. Kentucky's not supposed to be here. Kentucky's supposed to be the last.
I love how Kentucky fans keep bringing up Final Fours. What else have you ever been good at?
Everything, bro. We're Kentucky. Okay?
I mean, I do believe Kentucky's got a 5-game lead historically against Vanderbilt in football. So they've equally sucked as bad as we have in football. So that's something they're pretty good at.
I thought we was talking. Look, guys. Look, you guys are coming on here and you guys are bashing me. Okay, can we? You guys are hurting the brothers' feelings. Can we just talk baseball? So I don't.
Gary, I love that. That's hilarious. I love that comment. That was funny.
Hey, that was funny.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's get back on track. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can throw up the.
Let's throw up that bracket.
I'm gonna throw up the bracket. The bracket's gonna cover the screen, but we can keep talking though. Okay.
All All right, copy that.
Okay.
Is there any way you can zoom in on that?
Oh, it's too small, huh?
No, it's tiny.
Yeah, it is tiny, and I'm not really sure how to really. Let me see.
Let's see what we got going on here.
That's even worse. So I'm not sure how to adjust this office. Drag to move. I don't know how to do that.
I wish.
Yeah, so
I wish I had an iPad with me at the moment.
well,
Yeah, I can't see that.
Yeah, I can't neither, guys. I can't neither. And leave it up to me to not.
That's all right.
Hold on 1 second. See, and then we really messed up now. So do this right here.
Lord have mercy.
So this is all jacked up, bro. How about if I don't put nothing else up on the screen for right now? How about if we just stay? How about we just stay just like we are? Because that sucks big time. Yeah.
Hey.
Can y'all see me?
Bro. Yeah. No. It's just the live is in my face.
Okay. You look pretty good. Chris actually looks a little better. My head is actually cut off a little bit. Shiny, bro. I just.
You know what? There we go.
Is that better?
There we go. That's fine. They can see my eyeballs. I'm hiding my ugly orange, as you Kentucky fans say. I don't want to hurt any feelings here.
Don't want to hurt any feelings. So, who's the sleeper in this this year? What team is the sleeper? I would say, because I think North Carolina State. I think if I'm right, don't they have the worst record in it right now? But as I just mentioned a minute ago, man, like numbers, we can go by numbers all day if we want to, but at the end of the day, it
doesn't matter with baseball.
Yeah, I think
it does not matter with baseball. You know who I would almost say would be a sleeper team. I think Chris may agree with me on this.
Oh, actually, Florida.
It is Florida.
Yeah,
Florida, in my opinion, I'm going to give Florida their flowers because they made it through the regionals, super regionals. Now they're going to Omaha, right? Yeah. They really truly shouldn't have been there.
Okay.
They weren't that good. They really weren't. Now, like I said, I'm giving them because they're in Omaha, right? They're playing for the World Series. So I'm going to say Florida in this.
So as much as I agree on Florida being a possible sleeper,
yeah,
I'm going to go with another team.
Who you got?
Gonna go with Virginia,
the North Carolina Tar Heels.
They were kind of a surprise this year, right?
And the center fielder, Vance Honeycutt, Pence, the way he's a shutdown reliever. I mean, they got some weapons over there in baby blue. And I think, given the right matchups, I think they can make some noise out there. So that's my pick for a sleeper is North Carolina. Although I do agree on Florida. That's a team super talented that just didn't put it together during the regular season.
And they're on fire right now.
That's one guy you don't want to pitch to is 𝐀𝐫𝐭𝐒𝐜𝐢𝐞 right now. He's hot again.
Yep.
Okay.
And when teams get hot, especially in postseason play, they're dangerous.
Yeah. So I sent you another image, Michael, if you want to try and get it up.
Especially in baseball. But talking about North Carolina is the most beautiful blue in all of college. It's the most beautiful blue in all of college sports.
Dustin, did you eat dinner before you came on live, dude?
I did, brother. I ate dinner.
Are you hungry right now?
I ain't drunk. I promise you.
He's full of vittles, ain't he?
He's something. Yes, he keeps throwing them darts out there, dude, and it's hurting me. Jeff actually mentioned Virginia. Why would he feel that way about Virginia? He said He said they might be the sleeper.
Right. When you look at it, they're 46-15.
Okay,
it's pretty solid.
Not bad.
They handled Mississippi State pretty much with ease in their region. And then their super regional against Kansas State, no challenge there. That's a solid baseball team down there. I just don't know if they can beat North Carolina.
Wow, that's a.
And if you get put in the losers bracket and get in that first game, man, it's tough to play out of that thing.
You got to play your way out of the dungeon, huh?
Yes, playing your way out of the losers bracket is not any fun.
Because one loss, you're gone.
Well, it's double elimination.
It's a double elimination
twice. Yeah,
I actually found that out from the other night when everyone let me know that. So, but I mean, let's be real. Once you lose that first game, the pressure is enormous, and that if one error, one missed ball, one anything, and that's the equivalent of the season could be over. It's just that fast. We're talking about one error can actually cost you the ball game, and so would it be unrealistic to think that UK could have a possibility to win it all? I'm just asking as a Kentucky fan, not being biased.
Realistically, I think they got as good a chance as anybody. I mean, the
style
of play, manufacturing runs, the small ball, having guys. Hey, let me tell you, Grant Smith, what I saw him do Sunday night was absolutely spectacular. He's on second base. Pitcher throws a wild pitch.
Yes.
Normally you go up one base. But he saw out of the corner of his eye as he's getting to third, the pitcher wasn't covering home plate.
What at all? Yeah.
At all. So now it's a foot race between you and the pitcher, and he believed in his athletic ability enough to beat that pitcher. Yep. That's what it takes to win it in Omaha, is stuff like that, and Kentucky does it really, really well.
Well,
I describe Kentucky baseball as death by 1,000 paper cuts.
They just do it slowly, huh?
Yeah, we're going to double steal here. We're gonna lay down a sacrifice bunt on a 2-0 count with nobody out. Nobody does that stuff, and Kentucky has mastered it.
Well, that's my Wildcats right there. Hurl says 1 game on one day, 2 games on the second. What does that mean?
So
probably talking about the losers bracket.
This is the comment that Hurl threw up right here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. This is the comment right here. Because guys, I'm ashamed, but I'm still learning all of these rules and what's going on. So 1 game on one day, 2 games on the second.
So the way it works, you got your opening round on Friday and Saturday, and then on Monday and Tuesday, you're still only playing 1 game both days.
Okay.
Yeah, it's what Harold was talking about, was the loser bracket.
So then,
okay.
The losers bracket, they'll turn around and play on Wednesday. They'll have the winners bracket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the losers bracket. Both losers bracket games that are losers bracket finals.
Okay.
So to speak. Where the teams that have won, the 2 teams that have won both of their games, don't have to play until Thursday.
Oh wow! So that's a big.
Yeah. So you're sitting there playing Friday and Sunday, Saturday and Monday, and then somebody's got to turn around and play right away again Tuesday that has lost, where the other teams ain't playing until Thursday.
Okay.
Wednesday and Thursday. So you're taking days off if you win.
So, I was going to say, you get a day of rest. You get a couple days of rest.
Yeah.
And then you got that extra ball game to throw in there on top of it. Now you're getting to the bottom of the barrel of your pitching staff to come out of that losers bracket to face the winners bracket, and you still have to beat them twice.
And not to mention the time of day you're playing as well.
Yeah.
You get the worst times to play because you're playing these 11, 12 o'clock games.
Yes.
When it's the sun is the hottest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, like Chris mentioned earlier, it sucks to get put in the loser's bracket.
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't want to be in that bracket. That's for sure. I'm looking for that. I downloaded the picture, Chris. I'm trying to see if I can find it so I can.
All right, Chris. So while Mock's doing that, what are your thoughts on Texas A&M?
I actually in my bracket when I filled it out before the tournament started.
Yes.
I had Tennessee winning their half. I had Texas A&M winning their half. But and I actually got it right that Tennessee would have to come through Murderers Row in Omaha on their half of the bracket, where Texas A&M kind of had an easier side.
Yeah.
I had like UCI and, not a lot of big name schools in there with Texas A&M. And I thought if they met up in the finals, that because of the hard bracket Tennessee was in, that I thought Texas A&M would have a little bit of advantage because their pitchers wouldn't have been used up so much. I had Texas A&M winning the national championship. But losing Braden Montgomery is a difference maker. So if I had to pick a team to come out of their half of the bracket, it's either Kentucky or Florida.
Yeah.
So,
which bracket is the hardest?
Oh, definitely the bracket Tennessee's in, without question.
I mean, first couple games is going to be Florida State. I mean, that's Florida State's not a pushover team.
Yeah.
What are they a team that you're really, really worried about?
I think Tennessee will get past them. Real quick, Chris, can you look if Tennessee wins against Florida State? Who does Tennessee have next after Florida State?
The winner of Virginia and North Carolina.
So there you go. And North Carolina is a pretty solid ball team as well. I think that North Carolina will potentially beat Virginia because they're a very good ball team. I think Chris can attest to that. They're a solid ball team this year, and I think that Tennessee and North Carolina match up very well with each other. Am I wrong in saying that, Chris?
I think they match up. I think Florida State matches up with Tennessee really well.
Mm-hmm.
Florida State's got a little bit better pitching than Tennessee has.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, which is, that kind of equalizes the bats. But when it comes down to Tennessee's pitching versus Florida State's bats, I think that's pretty well equal.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a really, really good game.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, Jeff is really sold on Virginia being that team. He's really convinced that Virginia is going to advance. So that intrigues me to watch to see those guys beat North Carolina. And it just hit me that North Carolina. So North Carolina State has made it to the Final Four, and they make it to the College World Series. North Carolina State, that school is actually, that's just a school who has found a way to get hot.
Well, not to forget their football team because they were on the verge of firing their head coach of their football team. And then they wound up, I'm pretty sure they didn't win out, but they won a lot of ball games. And then they signed their head coach to an extension.
That was for basketball because they went to the Final Four.
I think it happened in football as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think it did. I'm almost positive it did.
Well, I guess in North Carolina State, as long as if you're having a bad year, if you can get on a win streak, you can keep your job, I guess.
Because I think
I know basketball was like that, and they had pretty much basically fired him, and he was just
their football coach. Their football coach was like that as well. I mean, he'd struggled for a few seasons. Chris, correct me if I'm wrong. Did they not have like a 9-win season last season?
Yes.
In NC State, yes.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So, okay.
North Carolina State is the only team to have their men's basketball in the Final Four, their women's basketball in the Final Four, and their baseball team make the College World Series.
That's not bad.
So that's solid, man.
So
That's
I guess
solid. So
pretty solid resume for that school right now.
Yeah.
So I see all this talk about Virginia.
Okay. Yeah. Address that, please. Because
Now, guys, Chris, before you get going, I want to address the audience. Chris is the baseball guy. He literally has a show.
He
literally has a show called the Golden Boot Podcast where they talk a lot of baseball. That's kind of how it started, right? It started out as a college baseball show. So Chris is very, very knowledgeable. So watch what you say, because I promise you, he will correct you.
As they say, fact check.
He is the fact-checking master.
Check.
So I see Harold says Virginia wins over North Carolina. Jeff says bet 100 on UVA. Harold says I'm with Jeff on this Virginia, showing signs of greatness. Virginia has 4 pitchers. Let me take you back to April 4th.
Go. Teach us a thing or two.
And 6th. North Carolina went to Charlottesville, Virginia for a 3-game series. And in that 3-game series, it was Virginia 14-11, Virginia 7-2, and North Carolina 12-7. So you're looking at a North Carolina team that put up 11, 2, and 12 on Virginia. I'm not sold on their pitching. Them bats for North Carolina, the way they played in the super regionals and the regionals and took care of the hottest team in the country at the time in LSU. North Carolina is putting Virginia away early in Omaha.
Hey, and you can sign that with Chris's name. So I like what Harold just said, because I'm a big guy on stats is okay, but at the end of the day, Harold said, so just to give you guys a little information about Harold, when the Cats made it to Super Regional, I actually had Harold on. So he actually came on and broke us down as far as what's going on with Kentucky baseball, because he watches it a lot too. So he said, you're entitled to your opinion. That's all it is opinion analysis. Analysis goes out in Omaha, all bets are off. How do you feel about that comment, Chris?
100% accurate.
Okay.
When you get to Omaha, all bets are off.
Okay. I mean, and I think that's the fun of it, man.
The only bet that you can't turn off is that no team since 1999 that was a number 1 seed going in has won the College World Series. In its current format, it's only been done one time, and that was in 1999 by Miami.
Okay.
So if there's one bet that you cannot turn off, it's that the number 1 seed will not win.
And that would be Tennessee, right?
Yes.
So Tennessee, you be on with us, okay? I mean,
historically, Chris isn't wrong. Historically, Chris is not wrong.
Hey, you just said it. You just said it. So
I mean, I'm just spitting out facts here, man. I mean, historically, Tennessee, they can't win. I mean,
so
I mean,
and there's something going on with the Tennessee team that I'm not sure anybody has heard it yet. But A.J. Russell, who was supposed to be their ace this year, didn't pitch all year, finally got into a game in the final weekend, pitched 1 inning. They got him into a game in Hoover, and he pitched 1 inning. As he was leaving the game, he started pointing at his elbow. And he'd been out for elbow soreness all year. It was just announced Monday night. He's done for the season. He's out for 2025. He's having Tommy John. And that, obviously he hasn't been there all year, but that's an arm that you've lost in the bullpen. that could have been available.
I've been saying it all season long that Tennessee's pitching is suspect. They have some decent pitchers. Like the other night, can't think of the dude's name, threw an excellent game against Evansville. I mean, I will say he had a heck of a game. But, I mean, you only have a couple guys that you can really count on. And whenever you're in Omaha, man, you need to be solid in the pitching department. And that's something that Tennessee has not had. Sure, our bats are hot, but you still need pitching. I mean, that's your defense.
So think of it like this. On Fridays, Tennessee has gone Stamos and 𝐒𝐂𝐍𝐊 all year long. A lot of times Stamos has been pulled in the first, second, third, fourth inning. Well, then we bring in 𝐒𝐂𝐍𝐊, and he's got to go a long distance.
Yeah. That's a lot.
It's a lot of innings pitch, man.
Yeah, if Florida State jumps on Stamos early and often, he'll be out of the game quick. 𝐒𝐂𝐍𝐊's in there, and now you've burned up 2 arms.
Yep.
Wow.
It can happen quick.
I think my baseball guy, Harold, said that I think we're going to be starting. I hope I say his name right. 𝐒𝐿𝐍𝐿, I think that's how you say his name. How do you guys feel? Yeah. I think he's 7-1 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick.
Yeah.
What's Kentucky going to do next year? Can they? This is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Nick Mingione built this team through the transfer portal last year.
Yeah.
He got a bunch of older guys, got them in. A lot of them stuck around for their 5th year and graduate student years. This is a very old Kentucky team.
Okay.
In terms of what everybody else has.
Yeah.
And you've got 16 guys that he brought in through the transfer portal that aren't going to be there next year.
16?
16. And we're talking guys like Nicholson, Smith, Hoosier, Hogan, all the big names that have made Kentucky what they are this year.
Yeah.
Are gone.
Hey, what do we say at Kentucky? Reload and keep going. He said he's going.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Kentucky football not doing the same exact thing with the transfer portal, especially when it comes to quarterback? Yeah. This is the 2nd season in a row now. Kentucky has got a quarterback out of the transfer portal.
Well, what's his name was an older guy though, so I mean, we know he only had 1 year eligibility left.
I understand, but what I'm saying is teams, they can't live off of the transfer portal and expect results. I mean, you cannot. I don't care who you are. Your coach has to be able to develop his players, his recruits. Okay. He has to be able to develop them. Same thing goes with baseball, man. Same thing goes with basketball. This whole transfer portal thing has gotten out of hand.
Yeah, but you know what?
Completely honest with you.
And I understand that, but we all know one thing is for sure: transfer portal is not going anywhere. And if it's somebody out there that wants to come to your program, look what
Lane Kiffin. Look what Lane Kiffin did. What was it? Last season or the season before? Had a 10-win season. They hadn't had a 10-win season at Ole Miss in years.
Was it?
But you know how he done that? Off of the transfer portal.
And that is that's what everybody's doing. And if you get a quarterback like Vanderbilt, that they say hopefully that he's going to be as good as advertised, even from Georgia fans who said that I know what you're going to say, Chris. I get it, but when you can get a quarterback like Vanderbilt,
great players
to go into the
getting all them great players. Good God Almighty!
Let's compare Kentucky baseball to Tennessee baseball.
Okay.
All of these dudes that have gotten Kentucky to Omaha.
Hey, real quick. Hey, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I can assure you, I am not upset at the transfer portal. I promise you, I am not upset at the transfer.
Right.
We've got some decent guys out of the transfer portal. I'm not saying that.
I mean, we just got a guy from you guys.
What I'm saying is simply you just can't live off the transfer portal. Like you can't build a team year after year off, from the transfer portal. Like you can't do that. You can't develop a program like that.
I
That's all I'm saying.
understand.
I'm not upset about the transfer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean,
So-
that's.
Well, I mean, they're
I mean,
they're saying that I'm mad and everything else. No,
Yeah.
Harold, I can assure you, buddy, I am. No, I really don't. I mean, we have Nico. We have Nico coming in next season. That's what the number 2 quarterback in the entire nation. So why would I be upset? Come on now.
Yeah. But comparing how Kentucky built this team, they got all of their dudes are from the transfer portal. Where you look at a team like Tennessee, Blake Burke, Christian Moore, Kavaris Tears, Dylan Dreiling. They have one person in their starting 9 that's from the transfer portal. That's
sir, and he come from Clemson.
Yep.
He come from
But
Clemson.
you guys,
every one of them players at Tennessee is developed
Tony V's
the program.
players.
Yep.
They're
well,
Tony
I
V's
tell you
players.
guys, I tell you guys what that Chris, you're missing a stat. We're returning 18 of our 21 starters, or 18 or 22 starters from last year. So
In football?
don't leave that out. Yes, don't leave that out. We are returning that many starters from last year. We're going to have a solid team. Now, I get it. Our quarterback came in or whatever. Kentucky's going to be okay. Now, I know we're here to talk about baseball, and just because we're going into football, just because we're going into football means that we got to come back and we got to do a football show sooner than later, so we can dig a little bit deeper into this too as well. So, you know, so pump your brakes. We're the Kentucky Wildcats. Respect the team, okay? Respect what it is. You know what I'm saying? Pump the
Right.
Respect it. So we gonna come back here with football very soon.
When you guys catch up to us in in football records, then I'll put some respect on Kentucky's name. How about it?
All right, that's cool. Hey,
do me a favor, Michael.
Chris, 1 second.
He's want me to mute you. He's want you to mute me.
Hey, no, Chris. Dustin.
Yes,
we
sir.
won't be going down painting the rock blue anymore, okay? We're going to leave that alone, okay?
Y'all got that ass handed to you, didn't you?
Hey, you know what? Somebody mute him. Somebody give him the mute. Chris, Chris, what was you saying?
So do everybody a favor and show the picture that I sent you of what everybody's playing for.
Okay, right here. Let me see if I can well, you should be able to see that, even though if it's small. Okay, let me throw that up right here, okay? So bear with me. Respect this dude. Go Big Blue. Gary, that's my dude, Dave. Appreciate
these
you.
guys, these Kentucky guys, they keep bringing up that one Ole Miss team, blah, blah, blah.
This is what now it's small, so my apologies, but this is what everybody's playing for in the College World Series. Yeah.
That's 2 of them.
That's you. Oh, that is double. I was wondering if it's that big. Oh, let me guess. This is yours, huh? This is yours.
That's
huh?
ours. That's
all right. Yeah.
Nobody can take them away.
Nobody can take them away from you.
That's what everybody's playing for.
That's what everybody's playing for. Hey, what's the name of this trophy again, Chris?
The College World Series.
Okay, I didn't know if it had a name to it or whatever. So
I don't think it's got a name to it.
Yeah. So
And I'm with Harold. He said he's been following since he was 4 years old.
Yeah.
So I grew up in Southwest Iowa.
Yeah.
So I was going to the College World Series at Rosenblatt Stadium, right next door to Henry Dorley Zoo.
Yeah.
In the 80s as a teenager. So yeah, I'm right there with you. I am a college baseball junkie.
Yes, he is. I will have to admit that he is. So that's how the brackets look on both sides. Those are probably. Let me see. Someone says hit scroll and go up. Okay, I can't do that with the streaming service. I think it was Jeff who actually recommended, so I can't actually make it bigger. So, see, look, guys, this is why we got to do a show more often, because I don't have a chance to have that many people on. So whenever I get people on, I don't understand how to work these controls. But if once we start doing shows, we can jump on and we can play with these controls and stuff like that, so we can know how to make sure that we can have so I can make sure that we put this up. So bear with me.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Hey, first of all, make yourselves bigger so I can see you guys.
Oh, there you go.
You're all good.
Yeah.
You're all good. Second of all, my question to you is, when is the most recent Kentucky football natty.
Oh,
The only reason why I'm saying is your fans, they keep bringing up these 8 national titles and everything.
Yeah.
But when's the last time? Sure, I mean, our last national championship in football was '98. But when's the last time you guys won 6 natties in football?
You know what, Chris? Next question. Chris, next question. Next question, Chris.
So if you guys can dish it out, I'm going to dish it out. When and my last question: when was that last national championship run for Kentucky?
What, in football?
No.
In basketball?
2012.
Yeah.
We are 12 years later, people.
Yeah.
We are 12 years later.
You gotta put some respect on Kentucky's name. Stop disrespecting us, Dustin. Okay? I thought I liked you, but I lied to myself.
Hey, Michael, I love you, brother. I really do. I've known you now for actually a couple years.
3 years.
It's the Kentucky fan base that just, Oh, exactly. We've never won a national championship in basketball, but you guys keep throwing up. You guys keep throwing up these natties in basketball. So you know what? I'm going to throw up natties in football.
Let's
look at some wins. Come on now.
If you guys are watching,
I'm going to throw up some natties in the sport that we're supposed to be talking about.
Look here. Look here. We got natties in basketball. We got natties in baseball. We got natties in football.
So there you go.
So there you go.
So our page, once again, if you're just joining, I'm gonna throw up the what's name, and then I'll take it back down as well. But I just throw this up right here. So this is us right here.
That's what I said, Jeff, with one F.
So,
golly, spell your name correctly. I know you guys can't spell up there, but
come on, Dustin. What are you doing? Look, the disrespect is real. What are you doing?
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
I know.
That was a joke.
Yeah. So this is, if you just joined or if you didn't have a chance to see us, we are second to none, guys, and we've been together for about 3 years now. We don't really do baseball. We dabble in basketball some, but mostly we do football. But we're trying to come around so we can do
try to cover all the major sports.
Trying to cover all the big major sports
in the SEC.
In the SEC. Yeah. So Dustin said, "Hey man, we got 4 teams in the World Series.
Yeah.
We got to do a show. Let's just get together.
Let's at least cover it."
Yeah. So this is what we're doing. We're just here. We out here having fun. We've been knowing each other now for about 3 years. We've been together now. This shall here be the 3rd season right here. And please, if you haven't already, please go to subscribe on YouTube at Second to None, and we definitely would love to have you to support us. So thank you. I'm gonna take this right here off the screen.
I was gonna say, listen, I love you guys. I swear, I love Kentucky fans. They're because they're so easy to get riled up. Tennessee fans are so easy to get riled up. I promise. I love Kentucky fans. I promise you. I really do. I really do. Your football team may be trash, but I love you guys. I promise.
See, you know what?
You have. You have. Well, so I was going to throw this out. You guys have a grocery store for a football stadium, but now we have a grocery store for a basketball arena, so I can't throw that out anymore. Food City Arena. Come on now.
There you go.
But
see,
anyway.
Kroger's Food City. There you go. But anyway,
real quick before we get out of here, because I know we're kind of running short on time now. Chris, favorite team to win the Natty in the SEC, favorite team to win the Natty in the ACC. Go.
The ACC, North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, you're making it hard on me for the SEC.
All the teams are capable. I mean, I really believe
they're all capable. Right.
They really are, man. It is. I will say this is a solid Omaha bracket this year.
The one caveat for me is how much does losing Montgomery hurt Texas A&M? Obviously, it didn't hurt them against Oregon.
Yeah.
But I think Oregon just ran out of pitching arms.
Yeah.
But
Virginia's hot. Jeff is on Virginia, so
Jeff,
hey, I mean,
Jeff is going.
maybe
you know
Jeff
what?
sees something that we don't. Maybe
I don't
Jeff
know,
sees
man, but
something that we don't.
I tell you what, Jeff.
Okay.
I didn't have any focus on Virginia at all. But I tell you what, just because Jeff has advocated for these guys to be hot, I can't wait to watch these guys play for real. So yeah,
I'm angry at Virginia
yeah.
because the one World Series we were guaranteed to win
That's right, Gary.
because we had all three of our starters rested and ready to go for the finals. Game 3 took 4.5 hours to play 9 innings, and Virginia stole our championship.
Yeah.
So I'm not going with Virginia. I'm mad at them for that. So I'm going North Carolina for the ACC. Dadgummit.
Yeah.
I don't have a three-sided.
You better say Tennessee.
I don't have a 3-sided coin to flip for Florida, Kentucky, and Tennessee.
I got you.
So I just don't.
On one of them. Hey, and I'll be frank with
So
you.
okay, I'm going to go this way. Everybody says Tennessee plays in a small ballpark, and that's why they hit their home runs.
Okay.
I think it was 17 home runs they hit against Evansville.
Yeah,
I think
so.
14 of them would have been home runs in Omaha.
Oh wow, they are swinging the bats, huh?
Oh, they're crushing the ball.
Have you watched Christian Moore play this year at all, Michael? Have you watched this dude?
No, I'm not even gonna lie to you, brother.
He is, man. I mean, I'll be honest. He is MLB draft material for sure.
How big is he?
How big is he?
Yeah. How big is he? Is he a taller guy, a shorter guy, or what?
I would say probably 6'1", 6'2", maybe. I mean,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's a solid guy. I mean, very, very muscular. But I mean, he's a strong dude. He is the leader on that ball team, and I think Chris can attest to that. Christian Moore he's the leader on that Tennessee team this season.
Okay.
He has taken that role upon himself to be that lead guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Harold says he's good. Yeah. Harold says so.
What was it? How many home runs, or did he just surpass the home run record at Tennessee?
Okay.
Yeah, him and Blake Burke are both broken.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
The thing about it is that the teams that are in Omaha for the SEC, they all have MLB caliber talent on them.
Okay.
They really do.
That's good.
So something I saw out of this Tennessee team. Okay, everybody talks about Christian Moore. Okay, against Evansville, game 1, first at bat, hits it off the scoreboard.
Gone, huh?
Gone, baby.
Okay. Third inning, Blake Burke comes up. He says,
Gone, baby.
"Hey Christian, watch this. You hit the scoreboard." He put it over the scoreboard.
Wow.
The very same inning, Billy Amick comes up. He says, "Oh yeah, guys, y'all got all that power?" He hit it plumb out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was in the trees out of the stadium. And this is a dude that's got 15 homers on the year, crushing the ball.
I'm sorry. I just see this. I'm not sure if you saw it too.
Gary, if
Kentucky
or if Tennessee beats Kentucky and they beat them twice in the regular season, then we will bring you on, and you have to wear your Tennessee hat. I'm holding you to that.
First of all, do you got to go buy a Tennessee hat or do you own a Tennessee hat?
I'll send him the money.
You
got Venmo? Gary, you got Venmo? I'll send you Venmo money.
See, let me go get a Tennessee hat. For real. Hey, as they say, go get that merch. For real. So, hey, guys, I appreciate – well, Chris, go ahead.
I'm going to top you off.
I got
10 brand new players in basketball.
Oh, my goodness, dude.
Oh, here we go. Dude, basketball season just ended. Okay, man. It's baseball season.
Hear me out.
We're about to go into football season.
We got 8 new starters on offense. We got a quarterback that doesn't mind whipping it out and peeing on your field. We got a dude with some moxie. We're going to come into Lexington and urinate all over the grocery store and beat Kentucky.
Yeah.
We're going to take our 10 new players in basketball, and we're going to beat Kentucky twice.
You barely have a stadium. You were doing construction during the football season. Like, come on, man. You're Vanderbilt.
Did you know there's 10 other schools currently right now in Division I football doing construction on their football stadium that won't be ready for football season?
Well, that's
nobody will say a word about them, though.
That's right, because you're an SEC school.
You're an SEC school. We don't keep on that much school.
Florida State's end zone is worse than Vanderbilt's was last year.
They ACC, though, so we don't really care.
Florida State went 12-0, and their stadium is worse than ours was.
Yeah, but you won't, though. You won't, though. Let's just keep it real. You won't, though. You won't. So that's the good thing about it right here. So
who was it? Oh, my gosh. Who's the transfer you guys just got? Oh, yeah, what was it? It was the New Mexico State quarterback. You guys just got the transfer for it.
𝐒𝐿𝐉.
New Mexico State.
Yeah.
Pardon my French, I don't call him 𝐶𝐈𝐍𝐿 for nothing.
Yeah, I guess so. So this is the guy that thinks Vandy basketball is gonna hurt Kentucky basketball. I laugh.
Oh,
I thought I could get too excited, but I laugh. That's gonna be good. We actually gonna look. So guys, look.
Remember what you 𝐀𝐫𝐿𝐍𝐿 did against Vanderbilt. 3 for 9, 7 points, and went home with an L. He's a sixth man from the A10. Sorry.
Calipari ain't there no more, so.
Hey, don't say that. Look, we're going to get out of here because that's a whole nother show, guys.
Hey, speaking of Calipari, did you see what this man's done in all of his wisdom?
What?
He brought all of Kentucky's former players to Arkansas with him, and then went out and scheduled the team that ran him in the NCAA tournament.
Hey, that's what
are you thinking, Cal?
You know what I mean? Hey, you know those guys, they want what's they think. He's not nobody. Thank God he's not nobody. He's more scout. It's too good to get into Vandy. And so
I ask Chris that all the time. I'm like, hey man, y'all gonna lower your admission standards?
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, tighten up. What's up, big guy? I see you. That's my dude right there. So yeah, hey, I just sent you guys a text, okay? Onto your phone, okay?
Gary, if this is true, I will send you my address down here in Tampa, Florida. All right.
So we're gonna beat Tennessee this year for sure, though. But man,
that's what Will Levis
said. Beat Vanderbilt.
Okay, what? Oh my!
You heard me.
He said we're not gonna be. You know what?
The fact that we are talking college football is getting me fired up.
Yeah, it's coming back.
It is getting me fired up.
So remember, Michael. Okay, you're bragging up 𝐂𝐵𝐿𝐍 from being from the A10.
Yeah.
Okay. I got 𝐒𝐿𝐍𝐿 that won 10 games last year, while you got a quarterback that has sat on the bench for 3 years and couldn't beat out a walk-on.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm taking my chances with a 10-win quarterback.
Chris, this is how I feel about you right now, okay? That's how I feel about you. Let's just put it out there, though. But look, hey, guys, thank you guys for joining in tonight. We appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
I was going to say, stay tuned because we got some football shows going to be coming up.
Yeah,
we got some previews coming up of different teams. Unfortunately, we are welcoming in Oklahoma and Texas into the SEC. Good God. I hate it's going to be weird seeing Oklahoma and Texas in the SEC this year.
It is, yeah.
It's going to be so weird.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be different. And see, this is why you guys got to come and make sure that you guys subscribe to our Second to None here on YouTube as well. We're coming back, man, for real. Like I said, we're coming we're getting back together. We're gonna do some shows. And
we went for an hour tonight.
Yeah, we did. So I think this out here was a good kickoff for us to getting back together and talking some sports. We know that this is the dry season, but we definitely going to get back, and we're gonna get back. So yes, please go. If you haven't already, please go subscribe to us and everything on YouTube. We have a group on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, called Second to None. Please follow us and let's just have a good time. And this is how we have fun every single show. So
you think I got fired up over baseball?
Yeah.
Can I do some free advertising?
Okay.
So if you're in this chat and you've had fun listening to us talk about baseball, I actually have a baseball group on Facebook. It's called College Baseball Smack.
Yeah.
Come join it. We'd love to have you. It's all built by word of mouth. We got about 1,500 people in there right now.
There you go.
Started it about 12 years ago by myself.
Yeah.
Come join it if you like talking baseball.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Also, I have my own podcast called the Golden Boot Podcast. We're on.
It's a really good show.
Yeah, it's a really good show, man.
I'm giving you a plug, right? It's a very good show.
Yeah.
And it's
We're
funny.
on Monday nights on all the socials, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. On Monday nights, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. If you're into watching three dudes sit around and talk about sports, we're just sports junkies. That's what we are. We talk about sports. Come give us a watch. I'll throw it back to you, Michael and Dustin.
Yeah. So basically, we appreciate you guys watching tonight. We really do. So just so you guys know, when we have Second to None, I won't be necessarily leading it. I'll probably Dustin may, it may be Vandy, it may be Chris, but so it won't necessarily be me. So when we do the show, I'm completely biased. I love my Kentucky Wildcats, but we try to be unbiased or whatever. But definitely, this is what we do. We want to get our name out there, and we want to start growing as well too. Thanks to all the Kentucky guys. I know I put it on my page, and you guys always show up, and you guys always make sure that the show is fun. So I appreciate that very much. BBN in the house, and hopefully we can get some Tennessee guys, get some Vandy guys, and get the rest of the SEC teams as well too, so we can just come and just have a good time. So spread the word, SEC. Let's do it. Thank you guys, and from us to you guys, SEC and go Cats. And I'm out. Nope, you don't get to say go Vols. You don't get to say it. You don't get to say go Vols. Go Cats. He's just like, let me just
anchor down.
Anchor down. All right.
Let me show up one more good time here for the Kentucky fans.
So real quick, this will take 10 seconds.
Chris, these people trying to go to bed, son. They done got out of church.
Yeah.
Eating their fried chicken. They're ready to go to bed.
I'm going to put you both on the spot.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Who is your championship series and who wins it?
Okay, I got Kentucky out of bracket 2, and I got Tennessee out of bracket 1, and I got Kentucky winning 2-1.
Okay. What about you, Dustin?
I can't see the freaking bracket.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I know the teams that are in. I don't know what bracket they're in though.
You got bracket 1. You got Carolina versus Virginia and Tennessee versus Florida State. We'll go that first. So who you got making it all the way through?
Honestly, man, I'm picking Tennessee from that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this team is so good this year, man. They're so good.
Yeah, they're good.
Good.
In bracket 2, you got Kentucky and North Carolina State and Texas A&M and Florida. Who do you got?
I would love to see Tennessee versus Kentucky. I'm not even playing. Like, I'm not even joking. I promise you, I'm not kidding. I would love to see Tennessee versus Kentucky again because it was such a battle in the regular season.
Okay.
It was really good. Really good games.
And who do you have winning the World Series?
Tennessee, of course.
Mute you. I'm muting him when I get a chance, okay?
So let me throw out one more number out there. That number is 60. Only one team in the modern era has ever won 60 games in the season.
Okay.
That was 2019 Vanderbilt when we won the
Oh,
World
that's
Series.
Vanderbilt.
Oh, my goodness.
Now listen, hear me out. We are largely considered the best team ever in college baseball.
I won't disagree with that.
Now hear me out. If Tennessee happens to get into the losers bracket and wins their way out and wins the World Series, they will have to win 5 games to do so. If they go undefeated in Omaha, that's only 4. They currently sit at 55 wins.
Ooh.
They could conceivably tie Vanderbilt for the most wins ever in the modern era.
Well,
And then we could have a legitimate discussion,
legitimate debate.
On this is one of the best teams to play the game. Like, this is probably one of the top 3 best teams to play. I'm not going to say the best, but I'm going to say one of the probably the top 3. I mean, honestly.
Well,
but
we definitely got some stuff to keep an eye on. Then that's for sure.
Yes.
And only Chris, you would have that stat. So there you have it. Only you
That's
would
a
have
big
that
stat. You know, I mean, it's just like the Vandy stat where the punter had over 11,000 punting yards. That's a Vandy stat if I ever heard one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Lead it up the hill for sure. So,
that's a Vanderbilt stat if I ever heard one.
Absolutely. Right. That is crazy. So, hey, thank you guys once again. We appreciate you joining. You've been watching Second to None. I'm Michael. Omaha bound is Dustin, and you got Chris. I know. So my fault. I had it right. It was. I mean, you're just a Tennessee fan, so it's whatever. We don't remember you guys. So thank you guys so much, and